Yo, so you ever have a dream? I would say that this happens to a lot of people, but I literally woke up this morning mad as fuck at myself for being as worked up as I was in that dream. You ever have a dream that makes no fucking sense whatsoever until you regain consciousness? And I know you can talk about that whole lucid dream and shit, and the shit doesn't make any sense after you wake up and analyze it afterward, or if you try to tell it to somebody else, it makes absolutely no sense, or they'll just ask a really obvious question that you never bothered to ask in the dream. I had a dream last night where I was somehow involved with a group of online serial killers of some sort. Like literal serial killers, not some hacker type of shit. They were like a society of black market trading murderers that like were killing people and shit. The typical stuff where you think about, you know, spooky and scary ass shit going on like, you know, the darker parts of the earth here. Here's the thing. In the middle of being chased by this guy and running around all over the place, we were in the middle of a natural fucking disaster. I'm talking fucking earth. Everything was happening. It was like 2012 all over again. It was an earthquake. Yellowstone split open and then had some sort of fucking eruption, which then caused a huge tidal wave, like a fucking typhoon. I don't really know the difference, but you know what I mean. I remember sitting inside of like a building slash airport thing. I don't know how to explain it. It was like a building airport combination thing where I can see like these giant mirrors out to the ocean, and a giant wave busts up out of the fucking ocean and just completely obliterates the building. All these people around me are dying, falling all over the place and shit, corpses everywhere. Pretty sure I had some drowning pool playing, maybe some corn dead bodies everywhere, some shit. It was chaos, okay? And in the middle of this whole thing, there was a dude that looked like he was from I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was like this corny old movie where like the dude was walking around with a hook for a hand. He just running around, just fucking hooking the shit out of people. So we work our way through an earthquake, a volcano, a typhoon, and this man is still chasing me, trying to kill me. All I'm saying is, what fucking murderer is doing the murdering during a natural fucking disaster? What would be so important about harvesting my intestines if you're going to die trying to get them? My organs ain't any good if I'm mush. Who is trying to stab somebody else when we're swimming through 6 fucking feet of water on a street? Dude, what? This man is hiding around the cage. He's like the murderer. You gotta get your fucking priorities straight. Like, why aren't you going home, saving your fucking hamster or some shit? I know what kind of serial killer has a fucking hamster that they want to go to back home. I'm sure that they don't care about that much, but still. Dude, Riot Games yesterday, they ended up fucking pulling out all the stops. That's the company that runs League of Legends and Teamfight Tactics, if you've heard of them. I used to play League a couple years ago, but I haven't played it in a long time, so I have no idea what the state of the game is and shit like that, but I still watch people Trick and Tyler, shit like that. My vote isn't counting. I'm picking anything else. Why is only one person allowed to get this vote? They ended up dropping a huge fucking shell yesterday. Out of nowhere, they dropped the fact that they're working on a fighting game, they're working on a card game, and they're working on an FPS game. I think it's like a successor to Counter-Strike or some shit like that, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Inspired by, I don't know. Fighting game, from what I've seen of it anyway, it looks like it's kind of like in the style of Marvel vs. Capcom slash, obviously that's just reaching there, but I got a fighting game, which is exciting. So I'm able to have my foot in the door, at least a little bit of some fighting game experience with some Mortal Kombat in there, so I definitely want to try that out. And then they have this whole CSGO inspired thing. Man, if people seriously want to sit here and move to this whole search and destroy slash BR shit, I'll try it. I'll give it a spin. Oh, I got something for your pussy ass. Get fucking shit on, pussy. What? I ended up being woken up in the middle of me swimming down a street. Yeah, literally swimming down a street away from this dude. After we went down the fucking turnpike, got into multiple car crashes. I don't know how we're alive, okay? But multiple car crashes, vehicles exploding, people dying, bodies floating in the water and shit. It was insane in my mind. And then somehow, for whatever reason in my mind, I couldn't put 2 and 2 together that this motherfucker wants to kill me so bad that he is willing to go through and literally to the ends of the earth just to kill me and harvest me and then sell me to nobody. What the fuck are you doing? I woke up because Alexis ended up waking me up out of like a dead sleep. Middle of me going through all of this shit, I woke up. You okay? You're sweating. You're all hot and stuff like that. She says that all the time because, you know, in the middle of the night, Alexis ends up having to take the covers off me, put the covers on me. I go from hot to cold like nothing. In the middle of the night, if I'm like hot, sweating, and like doing all sorts of shifting around and shit like that, she'll take some blankets off of me and have me cool down. So she woke me up to let me know that there's some stuff gonna be showing up on the front door, and I have to be there to sign for the shit. So I woke up and explained this shit to her, and in the middle of me explaining, I got mad as fuck. The same way that I was explaining it right here. I'm like, dude, why the fuck was this guy after me so bad? I can't play the game right now. I'm so fucking rusty. I don't want to play anything until Modern Warfare. I'm just... Sorry, that was a dream. I had a fucking dream. I'm over it, man. I don't want to play these games. I don't want to play them. Just give me the game! I have 8 or 9 days. I don't know what to do. I'm losing my mind.